Yo, 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 yo. Man, we haven't done this in a while. You're gonna have to work with me. Yo, 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 yo. Getting things set up. All right, we got that. All right. Like I said, first time I've done this in a minute. Y'all hear any problems with the audio or anything like that? Just let your boy know, man. It's been a minute. But yeah, we back from that. If you haven't seen already, about to get some games in on rated and whatnot. Let's just hop right into it, right? Only thing I'm hoping for is like a lack of mirror matches. As you see, I'm about to play a vote, right? I don't feel like playing mirror matches. I mean, I'll do it. Don't get it twisted. Your boy not scared. All right, let's get it. First game. What we got? What we got? What we got? Okay, not too bad. No, we got to do anything with draw phase. Start rating 938. Not too bad. Not too bad. Start us off with an invocation. Sounds pretty good. I played through draw too, so I heard your invocation. Speak of the devil. Let's get this MST because you know he might be playing a deck that this MST matters, you know. Let's go ahead and yeah, see deck. I mean CN. This might just go straight to game 2. That's usually what happens with Triple T. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm hitting that black chaos for sure. %. Yeah, this MST is gonna put in work, definitely. All right, we're just going to. What was a harm trap? So we can just normal summon. Against this deck, how good is the? I think I could just make this honestly. Make the homeboy. He's got a wind engrave. He doesn't have any plays. So what's the best top deck, right? Garifo, right? So Garifo. Yeah, I should probably make homeboy. I should probably make this because we're saying that lets him be able to send that to then add some more cards. We don't want that, right? I don't think we want that. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. So with that being said, I'm going to, I think I'm just going to do that. Put this in my grave, finish that. Call it a day. This should be enough. With his hand, this should be enough. This should be enough. In all honesty. He can't do the skull arching, the summon skull. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It should be enough. Shout out to Droll. Shout out to Droll. Well, we know what we're playing against, right? Funny enough, like Droll, I don't. It's supposed to be okay against this deck, but I don't really like it. I also don't know what variant he's playing, so I don't know if the food is gonna be good. Because his hand was just, not that good. I'm gonna assume branded. There was harms in there, so it shouldn't be as Amina. So we're gonna assume it's branded. With that being said, I think I do want to keep the fluids in there. I don't mind Perelia. This matchup, I take out the droplets as for sure. Yeah. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I don't need shifter. I'm tripping. Shifter's okay. It's not terrible, but it's not the best against this matchup. I think I just keep it there, right? Yeah. I probably could have took out triple T for shifter. Or call by. Definitely could have. This is fine though. We got Charmy, we got Ash. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, did I side in the MST? I think I might have forgot to side in the second MST. Do I still dabble with the mechs? Here and there. I try to make it good. I try to revisit as much as I can, but end up not being as good as I wanted to be. Mechs are just, man, mechs are always gonna be my favorite deck of all time. It's just, it needs more cards, bro. The non-engine isn't kind of needs more within engine cards. Like they need to print some new Royal Legacy cards, Mech cards, something, bro. Give us something. Yeah, that's good. Oh man, it only sucks because he's gonna get the call by back with the chaos, which is no bueno for us, Let's see what route he takes. Is he gonna summon the synchro to search? If he goes straight Ecclesia, I mean I'm not gonna ash that. So I'm not worried about the branded engine right now with this hand. He can brand the engine away. I just want to keep him off of light and darkness as much as possible. All right, we're synchroing. All right, that's resolving for sure. 100%. Search Ecclesia, maybe. If he does that, summon Granganol, I'm assuming. Granganol effect, try and send the Archfiend. Oh, never mind. So we have Granganol, we have Ecclesia in hand. Oh no, there we go. Wait, why didn't he that's interesting. He didn't reveal the Pharaoh on that, which means he already has a way to get to his light and darkness. That's all that tells me. Or he just misplayed. Either one's possible. Okay, mind shuffle, yes. Mega misplay. Mega misplay. Yeah, that's good with me, man. That is good with me. I'm just going to draw phase at MST. I don't care about the virtuous too much here, I think. Just gonna add the MST just in case he has harm alongside his other, alongside the trap. We'll get the light and darkness in rotation, and we don't want that, you know. Nice. Ask him if I can read Pharaoh real quick. Who's going or effects? I don't know. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming he's gonna add Archfiend, discard it. I did it in the main phase because I have triple T. I went, if he does that, my triple T's live, you know. So no. This is a spellcaster, right? Yeah, so this is gonna be alive at all times, which is good news. Unless you count the Orcus. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But I ain't much of an Orcus player, bro. I'm trying to play the mechs. Trying to play the mechs, bro. Trying to play the mechs. Add the Archfiend. Discarding the Archfiend, yep. Just as we thought. Mm-hmm. He added the I don't think I should need to look at his hand, but yeah, I don't really need to, but I am gonna look at his hand. See what you got there for me. That's it. No, just get rid of the Pharaoh. I don't like him having that card, honestly. He has Ecclesia, which isn't too big of a deal, but we can combat it, honestly. Actually, not that big of a deal. You can possibly summon from my if I link away the Alistair, you can summon my Alistair. But we're not gonna link it away. We're just going to fuse off the Riznit to get rid of the Ecclesia. I think that's the best play. I think that's the best play. There we go, thinking on res. Let's get this money. No, we're just gonna invocation off the rip. Thought I wasn't? You tripping? What you got for me, my boy? What you got for me? All right, so I'm gonna banish the old Alistair, as well as I could also do this, just get rid of it immediately. But I think I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna put him on only playing one Ecclesia, so I'm gonna banish the Ecclesia. No, he can't even summon now. What you got for me? What you got for me? Yeah, I banished the Albaz because I don't want him to send Rinbrum to have it live just in case he actually plays the second Ecclesia. So now that whole play is dead. He can't do that anymore. All right, now we just I think we just reminiscent, right? Yeah, we just reminiscent now. Yep, there goes that. So yeah, I'm just gonna pretty much summon it. Let's get the ball rolling. Yeah, he misplayed. He should have fared on the spell, so I couldn't ash it. He just misplayed. That was an honest mistake on his part, I'm assuming. Because that's a nice setup we could have had. My ash would have been dead at that point. Well, not necessarily dead, but I'd have to use it on the trap, but his trap would be live, you know? He'd have it for my well, he already had the trap. So what else could he get? Either way, his spell would have resolved, which is everything, right? Interesting. I can't lead with Meltdown. I gotta respect his role, you know. Actually, he has Ash. Oh, yeah, Ash doesn't matter. Never mind. Okay, yeah. I have this. But Ash doesn't matter as much. Right, well, he doesn't have the Ash or the Valor or the Imperm. Or he's slow rolling it. Either option is possible. Let's go ahead and get this out the deck, you know. Okay. All right, so dark water fire. He can't ash. Yeah, he can't ash now. So that's cool. Dark water fire. All right. Still full combo, but it just makes it harder on me, you know. Can't. That's gonna be happening a lot until so people will catch on a little bit more. Can't respond. But he can't harm either, so there's no harm. I'm assuming this is Cool Tune. Or it could be Yummy. It's Cool Tune or Yummy. Because there's a Purge. You had to be Purge, so it's like the options are limited. They're definitely limited. Go ahead and set me a sword. I'm gonna go ahead and book law. This is that to get more spells engraved pretty much, so that my God Striker doesn't die, which is pretty nice in the grand scheme of things for doing more things. Because now I have 4 spells engraved. See that? Yes, man. There's a Valor. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, this is Cool Tune. I'm convinced this is Cool Tune now. Luckily, I have this set up for his turn, so kind of chilling. I only need to banish one more what's it called? One more fusion monster. Like either of these gets banished, I'm chilling. But I think I had to make a decision between the banished guy or the what's it called, guy? And I think I made my decision. Yeah, made my decision. Made my decision. I'm gonna make this guy. And that's my turn, right? Yep. He's got Tuner's Engrave, which isn't ideal against Kotun because then they can RS and, you know, do RS things, but it's fine. Absolutely fine. The Aeon is live for Banish 3 and look at extra deck, so that's good. Yeah. 3 hand traps. It's pretty good on him. Unfortunately, my hand was good enough to combat. Oh yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't realize my camera went out. Yeah, man, Mel done be back crazy. Invoke Typhoon deck and saying I've been playing too much Master Duel and haven't seen this deck combination. Yeah. It's just through vigorous testing I've figured out combining the two. It's not too strong of a, not too prominent of a Radiant engine. It's literally like a couple cards, bro. Just to facilitate consistency. That's all it really is. So I'm putting him in on Cold Tune, right? Yeah. Put him on Cold Tune. Even though I didn't see any Cold Tune cards, but he had like 3 or 4 hand traps. So we're gonna assume it is Cold Tune. So we'll side accordingly. Damn, I forgot to put the other MST in here. Damn it, I thought I updated my deck. Whatever. I'll address that later. That matters though. Having that second MST matters. This Duster would be an MST. And I would side it in right now. But we don't got it. So I don't even want to put it in. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm just rock out. Alright, so we got the Fua. I'm gonna let him. Usually I shotgun the Fua and draw face, but I don't actually know he's on Kotun. Okay, he's on Kotun. So the shotgun Fua would have been nice. Let me get the search first. He's not gonna immediately what's it called? He's gonna Ash. That's pretty good. Sec. I need you to use that Ash. Yep. Yeah. He needs to have a level 3 already in hand. There you go. Rotary. Yep. 2, 3, 4. Yep. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Make things a little awkward for him, you know, nothing crazy. All right, so we know Q in hand. He already knows something twice already. So he has one more normal summon with the field spell. Pretty much full combo for him uninterrupted. He gets the Ash back as well. Hey, Wes, what's good, bro? It's been a grip. Just got back from Nats. All right, third normal summon. Third normal summon. What we got? Some Rico. Rico add clip. Never mind, we're adding the mix. Clip gonna add on my turn. He already had the clip. All right. I'm gonna use the clip, which is lit. Clip is terrible against a vote because you do that. You put fusions in my banish, which is always lit. He's actually doing this, really? Show. Look at your position deck. Benefits of 2 cards into the entries. I'm gonna get him back, so. Yeah. Search your boy. And Q as well. All right. Ash and sword. I might be getting a fresh new card. Oh, he's giving me Ash, so I can stop his Quotun Synchro that I'm assuming he has. I think that's a misplay on his part. But I guess maybe not, because probably it might be better than giving me a random card. Yeah, he forgot to add the counter trap. Yeah, I'll have the MSC for that though, so it's good for us, you know. Counter trap. Set Quotun Synchro. Yep. Yeah, we are Gucci. Oh, I'm good. He's gonna add his Ash back and summon possibly Synchro, maybe. Summon Zarin, I think. Yep. Oh, never mind. He did an Ash back. Cool with me. Q maybe. Yep. Don't care about either of those cards. Vision to the top. Add back the clip. Yep. I think I just play. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I just blind try and pop reframe. I think I just play. Question is, which do I start with? I could just invocation do that. I think I'm gonna do this. What you got for me, my boy? If I do this, I think I think I blind. I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't have that card. Okay, that's interesting. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. So this is the counter chart right here. Okay, that was very interesting. This is the counter trap. I don't think I can play through that. I'm not gonna lie. I needed that to be KTS because I didn't care about KTS. It was a hard drawn imperm. Yeah. Can't do that. The imperm was lit. The imperm was lit. I need the imperm to be KTS. Ah, missing MST, man. I gotta fix it after this. I would sign it in right now. I don't have it. That's cooking me right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so now I have an extra. I'll have a full. Whatever. I'll just put shifter in. This will be MST, literally. I can't, bro. Can't do it. I'll put it in right after this match. Hopefully I don't draw it. All right, we didn't draw it. Good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oops. All right. So none of that. Let's start us off with an Eldom. Let's get that out of the way. We have no Alistair yet, but hopefully we can get there. That would be ideal. No draw either. Go ahead and add vision. I will just ash that. All right, so no fool is this. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. The vision has to get us to the boys. He has Ash here. My turn is pretty much over. I will only have these two. 1, 2 as disruption. Yu-Gi-Oh, right? That would be MST, if I said it correctly. I could just chill, bro. Honestly, I really could. This isn't good enough, though. Don't want to risk it. I'd be getting rid of my droplets and an MST for damn near nothing. I mean, I have Ash. I can normal summon Ash, summon Little Knight, and kind of chill. Just try and chill with that. That's what I'm gonna do, actually. Come on. There we go. No fat, no needed. Yu-Gi-Oh! Yo, and I drew the droplets too. See that, fellas? I know how DB works. I didn't want to see the droplets, but I knew it was gonna give it to me. Like I said, I gotta put the other MST in here. DB is so predictable with division discard. Trap. Low key want to just ash that. I'm not gonna lie. I will ash it. Nothing on res. Yeah, nothing on res. Can't do anything about it. Which one you got for me? Okay. So this is a good droplet. I'm assuming. Do I droplets or MST? I think I droplets. Let me just drop it, honestly. This is so unfortunate, bro. Not even funny. He didn't send that. For me. Wait, oh, stack. Cute. If you have a response to this, I mean, I'm cooked. Purge, bro. That's not combo yet. Not even a little bit. That isn't either. Damn it, bro. He has one card in hand. Just gotta hope he doesn't have anything at this point. You got me, bro. He parries from hand, so no dark water or fires. That's good. That'll get me there. We can play. Let's go. I got a triple T too. He can't Ash or Harmonia. But that's good. Immediately additional normal. I think I have to do this immediately, just in case. Also in defense. What you got for me, my boy? He's trying his hardest to turn on my triple T. I respect it. Not yet, huh? Wait, he can't even clip either. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking about. I don't know what he got now. Oh, there's a sword right there. All right. Now I will go. So if he has like, oh, he can't call either. Yeah, there's like not much he could do. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay. Yeah, you can use it. Cool with me. Yes, sir. And a fire. Fire or a wind. Let me get that out of the way. Nice. You too. You too. Yeah, that was a close one, bro. That was a close one. I cooked myself because I didn't have MST in my deck. Got to take it out. Yeah, because this was the last minute change I made for the for Nats, and it mattered. Like it really did. Every match, honestly, just to having that second MST, it just mattered. Honestly, it really did. I mean, if you think about it, that droplets would have been MST, right? It would have been, honestly, would have did the same thing. It's just I wouldn't have had to send my my little knight off the droplets. I would have just chained MST to the next thing he did. So it accomplished the same thing. I mean, the little knight was getting destroyed regardless, for being honest, but I needed that MST. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, Wes. How's everybody doing, man? How's everybody doing? Honestly, hold up. I could take the time here actually to display a couple combos here. I'm gonna end up clipping so I could just not have to record a whole separate video, right? All right, let's do that actually. Let's do that. Let's get that out the way because I know people asking for the combos and whatnot. All right, so we're just gonna draw some hands and we're just gonna combo, and then maybe I'll display. My bad. Sorry about that, fellas. Just gotta answer a couple messages. Cool. All right, so yeah, like I said, we're just gonna draw some hands, show you a couple of the combos and whatnot. You should start sending replays to DB Grinder again. First of all, I've never sent a replay to DB Grinder a day in my life. Any replay you've seen from me of me on DB Grinder has been poached from other parties, which I'm not mad about, but I've never, I don't do that like at all. I consider the rating engine, and I'm glad to see that my theory works. Yeah, your theory works, bro. Your theory definitely works, 100%. All right, so let's play out this hand, right? I just play in a vacuum, and then we could talk about hand traps and whatnot later. But I just want to display pretty much what all I was doing at the at nationals. Right. Obviously, you respect hand traps accordingly. But I'm just gonna play in a vacuum right here, fellas. So yeah. All right. So yeah, normal Alistair, boom, magnification. I'd summon reminiscent here. Banish. Evasion. Go ahead and add the sword. Here's why I make the Gars, which no one that I've seen has been doing the Gars. The Gars is insane in this deck, bro. It really is. It's actually just nuts. Actually, give me a second, fellas. Because with this line, I'd actually do it. I just realized I hard drew the reminiscent, so I'm not going to do it that way. Because usually when I hard draw the reminiscent, and I have Alistair as well, I do it. I sequence it differently. I pretty much provide myself with an extra body. All right, so we're gonna Mirage. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to summon this for yeah. Hold up. My bad, I'm messing up my sequencing. Normal summon Alistair, Edification, summon Reminiscent. Yeah, to add the sword, banishing that. Well, yeah, we'll actually just do it that way, yeah. So this is the way, we will do it this way. Overlay for that. I'm gonna go ahead and draw some 2 cards. Drawing was always lit. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm going to discard that bad boy, right? Yeah, 100%. All right, now we are going to Invocation. Let's get rid of that and our old trusty Alistair. Summon that. On summon, we're going to activate immediately so they can't like bell it because of Meltdown. Then we're going to Invocation. Add that Alistair, right? I'm going to make link 2 here. Since we have Law in the grave, we're going to go ahead and summon it because Sarath was sent to the grave. Go ahead and activate to add an Alistair monster. Then, since it was used on the board, I can immediately normal summon it. I'm going to add a regular Alistair. Yeah, keep the other ones in deck. Just because they're like recyclable. And I like having the discard sometimes. Effect to add that invocation that we spun back. Now we can go ahead and use effect. Summon homeboy here. Let's go 1, 2. Go ahead and discard that. I've seen most of the list not playing Book of Law. I like the Book of Law. It facilitates a higher ceiling, and you have to commit cards to do other stuff that I saw that could do. Just makes things a lot easier. Then we go ahead and activate that. Summon, effect, set whatever card you're missing based on your hand. Here, we'll just set the second sword. Right. And now pay attention. We have 2 fusions banished. Let's go ahead and set up that third banished. We can keep her on board, which is always dope, having her on board. Effect of Little Knight to go ahead and banish that fire. So now we got 3 banished. Go ahead and activate that sword. To the fire, lights, and wind. To go ahead and banish 3. Take a peek of their extra deck, banish 3. If you did have the second invocation already, you'd go ahead and trigger Alistair again to search. We already have it, so we're Gucci in that aspect. Here we go ahead and activate the invocation to summon. We'll go ahead and banish and invoke monster, as well as a monster special summon from the extra deck, which is your Alistair. Summon Elysium. Then we can go ahead and activate sword. Go ahead and put it back to add that invocation back. Go ahead and activate that invocation again. Banishing Alistair. And we'll go ahead and banish this one, the fusion monster. Yeah, this hand's pretty dope. Summon that. Yeah. Go ahead and use the effect. Honestly, I should just put it in attack position. F it. Make it nice and big. So it's at 36 now. That's another interruption, right? Then we'll go ahead and use that last invocation. Banishing this Alistair. Sending this one to the grave. Go ahead and summon homeboy here. And yeah, this is the board with this hand. Bro, I swear you used to play at Mel's. Bro, yes. Mel's is my first ever locals, bro. Come on. You know I was in the Bronx. Bro, do it. Wait, who is that? 100% used to play at Mel's. Mel's is my first locals. Shout out to Chris. That's where I learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! From. My bad. Thought you guys were the ones uploading the 3v3s. Oh yeah, no, I used to upload my. Are you talking about like the DB Grinder tournaments? Yeah, I would play in the tournaments, and then yeah, my matches I'd upload them on my YouTube and whatnot. For the 3v3s, those are some good times, man. I was playing Marincess. Oh, I missed it. It was so good. But yeah, this is the end board. It might not look like much. Well, it kind of does look like much, but this is a lot. You know, you got the Little Knight, you got the Meltdown up. Elysium at any point can banish. So pretty much nuke their whole board, banish their whole board. I already have 3 banished, so I don't have to worry about banishing another. We have a walking floodgate, right? So 1, 2 interruption. We got the Little Knight. This, whenever they special summon, I can go ahead and pop. Well, this doesn't do anything, but we also have the Book of Law, which we didn't have to use because we hard drew the other Alistair. What Book of Law is going to do is it's going to, at some point, summon the Omega. Go ahead and use that Omega. Again, they can't respond because it's treated as a fusion summon. Go ahead and banish whatever they're trying to do. And then the last ditch effort would go ahead and be the sword. Obviously, in this situation, our board is full. Typically, this will be gone. So you'd have space there. But let's say we never used it, you know, and we want to do this instead. We'll just use something on board, right? So we can go ahead and use that Omega. So that's a dark. Definitely put the light one back. Definitely put the fire one back. So it's 3 different attributes. Summon that. Can't respond, banish 3, and that should be game. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, Asian Chris, man, that's my boy. You won't remember me, but I used to chill with Chris, JR, and Victor. Bro, what's your name? I have pretty good memory. I have, you know, what's your name? I remember everyone from back then. I was with Chris literally yesterday. JR, I live in Philly. JR and Chris, they lived in Philly for a little while. They just moved back to New York like a month ago. But I was literally with Chris yesterday. So what's your name? Victor, I was talking to him yesterday on Discord. I might remember who you are if you just say your name. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, that's that combo with that hand, right? Pretty much all the hands pretty much get to some form of that, what I just did. Just different variations of just that. Yeah, this hand is pretty much the same. Louis, bro, come on. Lewis, but I go by Turbo. Turbo. Okay, so you're not Louis Lou. As soon as you said Lewis, I'm thinking Louis. Turbo. I'm trying to remember, bro. Yo, add me on Facebook. Shannon Long Baxter. Add me on Facebook, bro. Add me on Facebook. I might remember who you are. I'm trying to remember Turbo. All right, this hand is damn near the same board. I'd go ahead and use that. Summon that. Back. Banish. Add the Alistair, which we can additional normal summon because we use him on board. Go ahead and search that invocation. Here I would link that away. Would I link it away? Banish. Yeah, I would. Summon on Mirage. Go ahead and invocation. Banish. Summon homeboy here. Invocation effect. Add back that Alistair that we just used. Go ahead and normal summon Alistair again. Because remember, additional normal. It's always dope. Go ahead and activate that reminiscent. Use the effect. Banish. Add sword, which is one of the missing pieces. Go ahead and overlay for the young faithful Dugars because drawing cards is always lit. Why not? Go ahead and attach 2. Draw 2, discard 1. I discard the sword here. We drew Meltdown. Let's go ahead and use it, you know? Activate effect. We haven't done that yet. Right? So, boom. We're gonna go ahead and save the Dugars because you'll see later why. It's a monster summon from the extra deck, so you could just chill there. Then we can use this for other stuff, right? We're gonna go ahead and activate effect. I could also trigger this right now, but I'd rather just save it for my opponent's turn. Once it's in the grave, it's another disruption. Summon that. Let's go chaining 1, chaining 2. Go ahead and discard that. Add the Old Faithful Book of Law as well as Vikram. Just added me. I got you, my boy. Let me peep. Sato. Oh shit, bro! I do remember you. I think I remember you. Yeah. How's it going, bro? Man, it's been years. Yeah, I think I haven't seen you since Mel. So what's that like? 2014, probably the last time I've seen you, bro. That's crazy, man. Small world, bro. When'd you end up moving to? Effect, special summon. Back, go ahead and set that sword. The second copy that we don't have, right? Pay attention. We got 2 fusions banished, right? Here, I'd link this away. I want to have that. I want to keep this for the summon of Elysium, so that I can use the Alistair for the for Oceanus. Plus, I have Meltdown up, so I don't really need that form of disruption. Go ahead and banish that. Go ahead and use that sword. Sending a fire, a light, and a wind. Again, they can't respond. Go ahead and summon the homie. effect. No need to trigger this because I already have both the invocations. Yep. Now we're gonna go ahead and use that invocation, banishing an invoke monster, as well as a monster special summon from the extra deck, which is why we saved that, right? Go ahead and summon that Elysium. Go ahead and use that sword. Add back that invocation. Go ahead and activate that invocation, banishing Alistair and a fusion monster. Go ahead and summon the homeboy here. Go ahead and activate effect, banishing another fusion, making her 4650, 4450, and another destruction. And then go ahead and use that last invocation, banishing Alistair and a dark monster to summon the boy. So like I said, pretty much damn near the same board. We got the Book of Law, we got a droplets. Would I set the super poly? Am I adding on their turn? No, I'm not. I'll just keep it in my hand just in case. You never know, right? There's no way I can add cards to my hand on their turn. Plus, there's nothing I want to summon. Super poly isn't the way this deck works. Super poly isn't really a card you set unless it's against a fusion deck. It's a card that you use going into a board, you know. Hence the reason why I side them out going first. Unless it's against a fusion deck, then I might keep a super poly or two in, right? But it's the same disruptions. We got homeboy to pop, homeboy to banish, homeboy that's banishing all their monsters, Little Knight, Book of Law is going to summon the Omega. This is another disruption. Omega's going to go ahead and banish that, as well as whatever they have on the board. And then the last ditch, go ahead and put that light back. Go ahead and put that fire back. Go ahead and put that wind back. Summon the old boy himself. That should be game. Yeah, like 2016. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's been years. What is the best approach to play through Droll? In my testing, Droll was annoying, and sometimes Fua would be without Ash. Okay, so I'll touch both those subjects. Droll. So whenever you draw 5, Droll, even if it's game 1, there's animals out there just maining Droll. I mean, Ryan Yu, he just went 18 Infinity and O. He until when Nationals with Droll in the main. I play worst case scenario. My opponent has Drolls game 1, 2, and 3. It's just in their deck, right? Do I agree with Droll in the main? For my deck, no. But that option is different for others, right? Some people are going to main deck the Droll. So you respect that at all times, right? So you pretty much evaluate your hand. I have a Meltdown and I have an Alistair. I'm not going to go ahead and lead with Meltdown if I'm playing with Droll. Go ahead and normal summon that Alistair, set the invocation. Once you get Drolled under invocation, you kind of don't care, right? Yeah, you can do full combo, right? But you have your fusion spell to go ahead and establish said card. You know what I'm saying? The name of the game under Droll, for me, is to summon Oceanus. That's how you say that, I think. There's summon Oceanus, right? Whatever you gotta do to get that out, boom. And then what's the other one? Fua. So Fua, I don't know if you saw my my feature match against Elf Note round 15 at Nats. Deck doesn't really care about Fua because and it's how you're playing the deck. There's no wrong answer. I went in with the mentality of I am trying to banish your extra deck as well as establish a card that says you can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Toxic, I know. With that being said, the card that says you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Oceanus. You can have 30 cards in hand. If I have him on the board, 15 of those are monsters. Boom, they're cooked. You can't even use them, right? On top of that, I'm banishing 6 cards out your extra deck. You can't play the game. It doesn't matter how many cards you draw, you just can't play. Hence the reason why, if you saw the stream, my live stream match at Nats, the dude fooled me, and I kept going. I didn't care. Literally in the middle of me comboing, he drolled. Mind you, he fooled because he realized, oh, he's gonna keep going. my hand is not going to be good enough to put up the board he's about to do. Let me go ahead and draw now. And he eventually ended up scooping anyway, because what the deck does, how I'm playing it, I'm banishing 6 cards out your extra deck, and I'm summoning a walking floodgate. So I don't really care about the Fua. But you got to think about the hand traps that you're respecting while you're playing under Fua, the hand traps that they can draw, right? For that instance, I'm playing against Elf Note. I established the Radiant Trap so that if he does Regina, which is the only card I really cared about, I have the MST. I can negate the Regina. I'm good. The next card you gotta worry about is Harm. As long as you have Meltdown up and you sequence your Fusion Monster effects, they can never harm, as well as never really hand trap once you have the Meltdown up. So you're not really worried about hand traps once you're on the Fua if you have Meltdown up, right? Yeah, you just don't really care about Fua with my playstyle, right? So I don't really care about it. If I can help it, because I drew said side cards and I don't necessarily have to do all that, then yeah, cool. I'll give you one draw if I can just straight up just go summon Oceanus because I drew like a dark or I drew a water. You know what I'm saying? That's no problem. I think was last time I seen you, I moved to Oklahoma 3 years ago for work and ended up settling here. Now I'm getting back into some Yu-Gi-Oh. Hell yeah, bro. Okay, see, I have not been to Oklahoma before. I haven't heard anything bad. I haven't heard anything good. Hope it's nice out there though. I'm sure it was a reliever being out of New York. I'd never move. I would go visit all the time. I live in Philly. I go visit all the time, but I'd never move back to New York, bro. It's just no shade on New York. Obviously, I lived there majority of my life, but well, a lot of my life. But now that I'm older and I've experienced different things, good and bad, I just know what New York, living in the city is just not for me. New York City specifically. I'd much rather Philly. But that might be a little bit of bias because I was born in Philly. Also, go Birds. But yeah, that's what I do under Droll. There's all if you're interested, I can show you a 1-card combo option within my build under Droll if I just have Alistair. I can just show you that. So let's say I have Alistair. Obviously, this combo is better if I have X other cards in hand, but let's say my opponent was an animal, had every hand trap known to man, we're grinding, and I just have Alistair, and I get trolled, right? Normal summon, effect, add notification, droll. Cool, bro. You drove me. You did it. All right. Go ahead and do that, right? I'm gonna add a notification. What attribute is droll? It's a win. That's what's up, bro. Let me go ahead and have that. Go ahead and banish that droll. Appreciate the material. Go ahead and summon that Sarad. All right. Activate invocation. Go ahead and add that. Look back. Go ahead and activate that. Discard. Go ahead and activate that. Summon that. Go ahead and summon that little knight, right? They got something great, banish it, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and activate that Wrath. Banish from field or grave. So we're gonna go ahead and banish that and that to summon Elysium, right? So again, this isn't a vacuum where I got drolled and I have nothing else. In actuality, I'm gonna have 4 other cards in hand. Let's be real, right? So this is gonna be backed up by other cards or be better because I had other cards to do one, you know what I'm saying? Like do more combo under draw. But we're doing worst case scenario, I do shit or I literally only have Alistair. This is what you can do. You can go Little Knight Elysium. I think that's pretty good. Little Knight might be a little lackluster, but it's better than nothing. And Elysium is a banished board, right? Like that's crazy. So that's what I did at Nats under draw. I got drawed a bunch of times. And it didn't really phase me because I just did this, you know, this or whatever else I could do with based on the cards that I had. You know what I'm saying? One card that you could consider that I was this close to playing at Nats was Baguska. Because you get drilled, it's like, all right, I got both Alistairs. I'm just gonna Baguska. I'm gonna Baguska you. I'm just gonna Baguska you. And a lot of decks can't play on a Baguska, you know. Yeah, I mean Baguska's a good card. That's a card you can consider. I almost went into Nats with the Baguska in my deck, almost, because I knew Droll was gonna be prevalent. But once I figured out this combo, I'm like, all right, if I get Droll and Alistair, I can chill with this. I don't want to waste the extra deck space because it's so tight already as is with the way that I'm playing it. So I'm like, let me just do this combo on the Droll. So that's pretty much what I did for the most part with the extra deck that I'm playing, right? Hey, if y'all got any questions regarding the deck too, just don't hesitate to ask. You know, I got no problems answering any and all questions in regards to the deck. Is anything else I could hit on? Yeah, Shifter's insane. I didn't main deck it. Just because in testing, everyone's good, you know? I feel like my testing circle is really good. There's a lot of good players. Every deck, I mean, okay, cool. If I played Cold Tune all day, every day, I'm gonna main deck Shifter. But I don't live in Fantasy Island land, so I'm not gonna play against. I'm not gonna have the luxury of being able to play against Cold Tune. You knew you were gonna play Cold Tune against Cold Tune every single match. You could, you know, you could do very well if you build your deck to beat only Cold Tune every single match. But that's not realistic. You're gonna play against the Rogues round 1 through 3, 1 through 5. You're gonna run into the Elf Notes. You're gonna run into the Brandeds. You're gonna run into the Light and Darkness. You know what I'm saying? All those other decks that I mentioned have, with the exception of Elf Note, Elf when you shift the Elf Note, they're kind of cooked. They can't really do too much. But like that's Branded, right? You shift the Branded. They got so many cards that they can chain to be able to play, even though it's not as good as full combo under Shifter. They can still play. Shifter is one of those cards where my goal with it is when I activate it, that should be game. Like I don't want you to be able to play at all, you know, which is why it's at 1. That's how it works. So if you can play even a little bit under Shifter, then it didn't really do its job. Especially since, yeah, I can play under Shifter, but I can't like do full combo under Shifter. So I'm like, my combo is going to be lackluster going into your lackluster board. But your lackluster board also has the disruption if you played it correctly, right? So that's, like I said, for Branded, you go Shifter, draw phase. They go cool, chain High Spirits, ditch a Albion, search Fallen. Cool. Now they got Albion in grave and they got a Fallen. Normal summon Albion. Effect, summon Cartesia. Go ahead and make Ecclesia in phase, set quick play spell, set whatever, set something. Cool. Draw for turn. Start anything. Activate Ecclesia, summon Fallen Valdez. They got plays now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's I didn't like that. So I didn't main deck the Shifter. Then you got what? Not gonna talk about Cold Tune because if you shifter them, you should probably win that. Elf Note. Activate Shifter. Cool. Chain Regina. Regina's a broken card. Send whatever, summon, effect, special summon. Now they can get their, you know what I'm saying? They can get the ball rolling. They can't really activate the trap or the spell, but like they get their engine started, you know what I'm saying? And I don't like that. Because I'm going second, they're going first. They sided in, go first cards. So the fact that they can do something and still have those side deck cards that they drew, because I assume they drew their side, it's just not good. So I didn't want to waste my time there. Light and Darkness. Okay, draw face Shifter, cool. Activate Garibo, get trapped, and it's they kind of steamroll for there, right? They can maybe not do too much, but they get the ball rolling, and I didn't like that at all either. So I was good off the Shifter for the most part. And then like they banish everything, and then they got that skull, the Archfiend, that whatever they banish, they can just get it back anyway. Nah, that's crazy. That fit was egregious as wild, bro. I was grinding, bro. It's 15 rounds. I was fighting for my life. But yeah, that was my take on Shifter. That's why I made that kit. And and I didn't regret it, honestly. Invoke beats Brandon again. Both of your spells pressure their deck when you go second. I agree 1,000,000%. My rebuttal to that is, in a vacuum, yes. Invocation cooks Brandon. In reality, in the real world, y'all, I don't live in black and white. I live in a gray area. Let's think realistic. I'm playing against Jesse Cotton. I'm playing against a pro player, a player who's not dumb, who said, okay, I'm playing against Invoked. Let me go ahead and not put a bunch of different attributes in my graveyard. But let me go ahead and end my turn with only Darks engrave, only Darks banish. That invocation is looking a little wild after that. You know, it's like you can summon Aeon for 2, which is cool, but the goal is 3. The goal really is 3, bro. I need max advantage off this card. So a competent Brandon player isn't going to put multiple attributes in the graveyard, right? So you got to adjust accordingly. But yes, I agree. In a vacuum, invocation against Brandon, it's crazy. Now, if they're stupid enough to put different attributes in their graveyard, then it's really crazy. But a competent Brandon player is going to end with only Darks in the graveyard. I promise you that. I can't find the feature match. Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Yeah, okay. 6 hours, 40 minutes to the stream to 3. Yeah. It's the last round of Swiss, so it's going to be like deep in there, my feature match. I respect it. I was bro. The whole time you really woke up and put that fit on and said, I'm really putting up for my squad. Went to league every year, but the Migos barely make it because we both. Go Birds, bro. Go Birds. But yeah, invocation is really good. I like the invocation. What else could I speak on? Don't gotta speak on Prelia. Santa Claus is really good. I like the Santa Claus. I don't think it's mandatory though. I think it's really good. I mainly did it for Light and Darkness, but like it was crazy. Like I did a bunch of testing, but like I felt like in the middle of the tournament, I'm like testing. I like saw more lines, and that's what you should be doing as a competitive Yuga player. Like you should be evolving your game even within tournament, which is literally what was happening. I was just seeing more lines. Like okay, I don't have the Santa Claus to out this ritual monster, but if I navigate, boom, 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 I can out it, and they can't do anything about it. And I was just seeing the lines, man. We have multiple cards that say target, so it's like, it wasn't really too hard to out stuff. And then the Radiant Engine, I wouldn't necessarily call this an Invoke Radiant deck. As you can see outside the link, I don't even mean it. And actually, I don't like the card. Like it's not. Okay, let me rephrase that. It is a really good card. Being able to add MST and get to the trap, broken, but it's not like broken. I didn't use it because I thought it was broken. I used it because I needed to draw cards. I needed to be able to bait out hand traps with this Radiant Engine so that my normal summon Alistair resolve. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was there for. Recycling was nice. Recycling Book of Law is really nice. And the draw is nice. And the disruption for their board breakers is really nice. I can't tell you how many like dusters and all this other stuff I negated and whatnot. Yeah, it was really good in that space too. MVP in the extra deck outside of Hyper Invoke, obviously that's the boss monster. My favorite is Sarath, but MVP for me is probably the Gars. Gars is crazy. I'll probably summon this card every single match, if not every single game. I drew cards. Did I use all the effects? Skip your. I did do that. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah, I used every effect. Now I used every single effect of the Gars based on this situation I was in. Turn 0, I'm drawn to. Actually, that's a lie. I did. It was against, I think it was an Elf No player. He had like 3 hand traps, and I didn't want to draw 2 random cards. I needed to special summon from grave. Yeah. I special summoned from my grave against the Elf No player. I remember that, and it won me the game, honestly. So the card's nuts, bro. The card's nuts. And then double attack, bro. It's crazy, bro. I literally It was against Mitsu Root, bro. One of the Mitsu player I played, he had, I think it was the Mitsu player. He had a full board and everything was in defense, and I couldn't kill everything. So I just summoned her, and then I did effect. I banished something from grave to make her huge, and then I did Dugar's target her. She was like huge, bro. She was like 10,000, and then I did this one's effect to target it so that it can attack directly. So it was like 10,000 direct while he had like the Great Wall of China in front of me. That shit was, it was hilarious, bro. I was in my head dying like, oh, yeah, he's not even gonna see this coming. It was so funny. He just walled up. What were your losses in the tournament? Would you have done anything differently knowing what you know now? Yeah. Okay, so my matchups, I got you right now, bro. I did write them down. I forgot to put them in my deck profile. Oh, we'll just save them here now. All right, so round 1, I played against Branded. I lost a die roll. I won 2-1. So I won. Round 2 was Branded Elf Note. I lost a die roll. It was my boy. Shout out to Gavin, bro. Marvin, I mean, bro. So I lost a die roll, which means nothing. When I say lose a die roll, I'm not complaining about losing die rolls. The way I build my decks, I don't really care about the die roll. If you know me as the Mech Knight guy, I never care. I never play a deck that says I really hope I win this die roll. I can't play decks like that. I can't. I don't give. 1, it's not fun having to rely on a die roll, and 2 is just not realistic. So I don't bother with decks like that. Hey, appreciate the subscribe, Brandon. Much love, bro. But so I lost die roll against Branded Elf Note. He did like full Branded combo. Did I win game 1? No, I lost game. He did full Branded combo. Again, just Branded stuff. He only showed me Branded, and I tried to navigate. I couldn't win that game. So boom, lost. Game 2, I'm going first. Combo. He hand dressed me maybe like twice. I get to Aeon. I set up banish 3 on my turn, banish 3 on his turn. I summon Aeon on my turn to banish 3. He's thinking, scoops it up. Doesn't show me his extra deck. But in my head, I'm like, all right, this is Branded, right? My side pattern for Branded. I'm gonna go ahead and side in. This is gonna sound crazy to you, to most of y'all. But against Branded, I typically side in 1 card. I only side in the second MST. Nothing else in my side deck. 1, Brandon's already a good matchup. There's nothing else on my side deck that I really care for. I could do Purlias, but the deck can play under Purlia, possibly give you no draws, maybe 1. Shifter, I already told you my take on Shifter. Drow does nothing. They're going to sell in the end phase. Santa Claus, I don't care about. There's no monster that they summon. I'm like, I really wish I can get this off the board right now that they can't already get back with Virtuous. So all those cards are gone, right? I don't side the Link 2 going in second into a board. I'm not going to side in Cross Out going second. I'm not going to side in Chant because I'm already playing the 3 visions. Just going to search the MST if I need to. And I'm not going to, I side out Swin going second because they're going to have back row and I'm not going to have MST in grave. Obviously, I'm not going to side in the trap. So the only card I side in going into Branded, if I know I'm playing only Branded, is the 1 MST. So that's all I sided. I sided just the 1 MST. I sided out Swin for MST. I'm in my head like, all right, I'm going to win. This is Branded. I'm going to win. There's no way I'm going to lose again like how they get 1. He then continues. I fooled him in draw phase. No, I didn't fool in draw phase. Because against Branded, I typically want to wait for like a Fallen effect or Branded Fusion, right? So unless I'm really want to respect Triple T, but I wasn't picking up on those vibes, right? So he goes to main phase, and no, he goes draw phase Regina. That's what he does. He goes draw phase Regina. And it just threw me for a loop, bro. I'm like, wait, what? There's Elf No cards in his Branded deck. Again, I didn't see a single Elf No card game 1 or 2. I go Chain Fool, he Ashes. Not mad about that, because that's Yu-Gi-Oh! I never get mad when my Fool is Ashes. Like, I don't side/build my deck thinking like I really need this Fool to resolve. It's nice to resolve, but if I can't play through my Fool and not resolve, then I just suck at that point, right? So cool, Ashes, Regina, blah, blah, blah. What he does next is like what I know Elf Note can do, which is put a board and summon Spell Canceller, right? So against Elf Note, I don't care about their combo at all, bro. Like, they have, to me, their combo and board consists of the trap, which I consider a blink card. Well, no, it's just a really good card. So they got trap, a bunch of fodder, and a spell cancer. That's it. It's like trap, spell cancer, and everything else is fodder. So I side in Santa Claus. I didn't know I was playing against Elf Note, so I didn't sign in Santa Claus. And yeah, he just comboed, summoned spell cancer, and I had 5 spells in hand. Had I known I was playing against Elf Note, I would have sided into Santa Claus, and pretty sure I would have got that dub, but I didn't. So boom, that was my first loss. That was round 2. So I was already cooked off Frick because I lost early to the homie. Shout out to you, bro. He also cooked me though because he like scrubbed out super early, so my tiebreaker was terrible. It is what it is though, right? Next round, round 3, branded. I lost a die roll. I won 2-0. Round 4 was against I finally played against Coltoon. I won the die roll. I lost game 1. I can't remember if I lost game 1 or 2. But we did go to game 3. Wait, I was going second game 3. So I probably won game 1. No, I probably lost game 1, won game 2. Yep, I'm going second game 3. Yep, that's what happened. So I was against Coltoon. He puts a board, boom, boom, boom. I'm navigating accordingly. I draw for turn. And based on my hand and what he was able to establish, I knew I could clear the board, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to kill him because I knew in the middle of my combo, I was 100% going to summon Little Knight. And he wasn't going to have any monsters in attack position for me to capitalize on it and try to kill a monster for game, because that's another thing you can do with this deck, right? Because he was summoning his stuff in defense. But I knew I could clear the board. So, and I did just that. I cleared the board. I Aeon'd, looked at 3, cleared the board. Like I was good, right? I passed turn, and I set up enough to have. I knew his hand. It was Q and Rotary. I knew his hand, right? And I set up enough to beat just that, like enough to beat literally Q Rotary. I had enough, right? He goes standby main. I'm like, cool. He goes additional normal summon. I was like, are you activating Rotary? He's like, no, I'm additional. I was like, what do you mean? He then points over to his far right or his far left at his field spell. I look at the board. I'm like, what? Bro, he had a stack of cards, bro. Like, bro, I can't make this up, bro. It was like a stack. This is my extra deck. He had a stack of cards bigger than my extra deck. Double sleeve. It was fucking tokens. He had like 10 tokens. He had a stack on his board, and on top of that stack was the field spell. Bro, I didn't know the field spell was there. His response to me was, well, you know I searched it when I went first, so you should have knew it was on the board. I'm like, bro, that's not the field zone. And you got it on top of a stack of cards. So I'll call Judge. Judge gave him a warning, but set the game state. We can't reverse back to my turn. So it stays as is. I should have appealed. I was pissed. That's me. That's on me. I should have appealed. I didn't. So he was able to keep his field spell and, push him aboard after that. But he was completely in the wrong, bro. Like that was just crazy. They gave him a warning because you can't do that. You can't have 10 tokens on the board and have your field spell on top of token. That's not the field zone, bro. That's not where that goes. He finessed for sure. So that was my first and only cold tone matchup loss. Because this deck doesn't lose the cold zone. So yeah, I lost there. So those were my 2 losses. They were early. It was around 2 and 4, right? And then I played against next round, Roland as Amina, to Light and Darkness as Amina. Won the die roll, 2-1. Light and Darkness branded was round 6. Won the die roll, beat him 2-1. Round 7, finally Coltoon, lost the die roll, 2-0'd him. Round 8, branded, lost the die roll, 2-0'd him. Round 9, Mitsu, lost the die roll, beat him 2-1. That match was actually hilarious. Game 3, I'm going second. I opened. It was like both Alistair's Invocation, Build Spell. Long story short, I didn't draw a single hand trap or a single non-engine card. I drew nothing. It was just engine. So I'm like, damn, I'm about to be X3 day 1. This is insane. He goes full board, uninterrupted, bro. Like he drew 2 off of the Gars. He did everything. He did everything. Everything that Mitsu does when they go uninterrupted, right? He ends his turn with set forward pass with Mitsu board, right? I go drop a turn, another non-engine card. I go normal summon. Was it normal summon Alistair? I think I normal summon Alistair. In fact, he was like, good. Mind you, I already had the invocation, so I was trying to bait him. Then I went Field Spell, the Surge Hollister. I was like, anything, he was like, good. I was like, all right. Then I activated invocation. I was like, anything. He did nothing. He did literally nothing, right? I banished, he had a Mirakumo in the graveyard. The one that he set up, I banished it. And then it was just game. That was wild. It was so crazy, bro. It's cleared his whole board with just engine. It was so funny. So that was that. So it was X2 day one. And then day two, first round, Elf No Power Patron. Won the die roll, 2-0'd him. And then round 11, I played against Branded. He 2-0'd me. I lost the die roll. He 2-0'd me. He was the guy, he's the one who played against the Fiend Smith, the rock deck. What's the rock deck called? Magnavore. The Fiend Smith, if you haven't watched that feature match, it was pretty cool. It was almost a double game loss. But the Brandon player, I played him. So if you've been in the stream in the beginning, you heard what I mentioned about good Brandon players. He's one of those good Brandon players. Realized I was playing Invoke. He ended his turn with only Darks Engrave, as you should as a Brandon player, against Invoked, and navigate his board accordingly. And he played it like to the T. That was a perfectly good match. I got too old, but it was probably my best match the whole event. It was crazy. He was really good. Shout out to him. I can't remember his name. If you're watching this, shout out to you, bro. He ended up getting 11th at the end of Swiss. So he also didn't get it there, but he was a really good player. Next I played against Coltoon again. Won the die roll 2-1. I beat him 2-1. Then Radiant Striker round 13. Won the die roll, beat him 2-1. Then Light and Darkness Branded again. I lost the die roll, beat him 2-1. And then round 15, last round on stream, I saw it. Elf Note won the die roll, beat him 2-1. So it was good, man. It was really good. It was a good turnout. Had I beat my boy, I think I would have topped. Or if I just didn't lose too early, 2 and 4 is too early. If I didn't do that, I would have topped. Probably would have made my way to Worlds. If you would have squeezed into Top Cup with this deck, you're going to Worlds for sure. So it is what it is, though. Any reason Santa Claus over Kaijus? Yeah, so against Light and Darkness, their trap bounces level 7 or higher. I don't want to Kaiju them and then have their trap still be live. Like, yeah, they give you back your Kaiju, but like I don't want you to have the option to be able to summon your chaos to then banish on my board on summon. I don't want you to have that. Like, yeah, I can then Kaiju again, but like at that point you don't care. You already did what you wanted to do, which is banish one of my cards. So you give them Santa Claus, they can't do that, pretty much, right? So yeah, like you said, it's mind shuffle. Outside of that, that's the only reason. Though I do really like Gamecill, simply because sometimes it's hard to get to that dark based on how your opponent disrupts you, and you're trying to summon Oceanus. Gamecill's a water, so I do miss that, but I gotta respect the Light and Darkness ritual matchup, and Santa Claus is just a necessary evil. Never, it didn't come up once where they were able to draw. If I Santa Claus you, how do I say that? I'm not going to Santa Claus you if I know I can't clear it. Like, that's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever problematic card is on the board, if it's going to win you the game, or I can't kill it, I'm not going to, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to Santa Claus. I'm not going to give you a free card. One card in today's game is crazy. One card turns into 20 because there's so many one card combos. You can't afford to give them a card. So I'm not doing that. I'll tune into the next one, bro. It was nice seeing you for the face. Hell yeah, bro. I appreciate it, fam. Much love, bro. Much love. You already know. It's like you play both decks for years and been teetering between both decks. Yeah, man. The deck is crazy, bro. The deck is actually insane. Give me 1 second. Let me see if my homies on Discord. They aren't. Well, yeah, those are pretty much some of the subtle explanations of the deck. Let's hop into one more rated match before I have to get off here soon. I got to do some adulting in the morning. We're not going to stay up too late. Also, I got to watch that new episode of Game of Thrones. I haven't watched it yet because obviously I was at Nats. All my Game of Thrones fans out there, you already know. But I got to go ahead and watch that. Let's get another game in here, right? All right, lost Lyra. We're going second. Let's see what we got. All right, we got a Fua, 2 officers. Nice. I'm going to stand by. I'm a Fua. We got Ash. That's fine. Yep. We're not getting triple T though, so that's good. Elf note. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Interesting start. Not the strongest, but it's still full combo. Okay, so let me see already. Okay. Yep. Go ahead and add that level 1 back. Ooh, this is a really good start. Is he going for the level 5 synchro possibly? Possibly, man, possibly. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. You had a fool for me. I feel you, my boy. Summon effect. Go ahead and hit that add button. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Get the trap. Absolutely. Wait, did it? I wasn't paying attention. Did he? Ah, whatever. I'll figure it out. Oh, he special. Okay, I see. I see now. This was a little weird. But how do you summon that? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I don't feel like arguing right now. The singleton was weird. I don't know what he just did. I'm just say it's good. Hopefully it was all legal. I'm definitely tired, fellas. I'm not gonna lie. Play Mech Knights. I wish, bro. I wish, bro. Mech Knight best deck. Not right now, though. That's Tania. I know Tania. I know Regina. Okay. Mm-hmm. Special summon, yep. Does one of an extra deck? No, he does not. Mm-hmm. 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 Is he good, bro? What's going on? I said, yeah. That's another Terminus. So no Terminus and Regina. Some of the old Crystal Wing, huh? Never mind. apologize for my outburst. He's doing the thing with the angel stuff. This deck's interesting. The game definitely just got interesting. So he's gonna go for ultimatums open and whatnot. Okay. So no back row. Oh yeah, the token from that. Yeah, it's token, like I said, yeah. Wait, no. Yeah. He did 2, so it's level 2. Oh, he needs to. All right, I'm not questioning any more of these plays. Okay, it is token. There we go. There will be a crystal wing. The spell is gone now forever. It's definitely gone forever. Fill spell. Oh yeah, that fill spell. Yeah. There's the crystal wing. Did it. All right. Jesus. This is this one again. So I'm taking 1,000 damage every time. He's doing a lot of stuff. Right, I'm not letting him know what I'm playing. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have scooped. Probably shouldn't have scooped that one. Hey, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. What up? Yeah, that top deck probably actually would have done some justice. I'm not gonna lie. Probably shouldn't have scooped that. I didn't want to give him the knowledge, you know. So we'll just see if we can get the dub regardless. 1, 2, 3. And that. Wait, what? 1. Oh, there we go. Just don't want to give him knowledge of what I'm playing, you know. All right, let's see what we got. Oops. Not that, keep going, thumbs up. No matter if I do. Go ahead and add that vacation. Boom. Oops. Skipping steps there, buddy. Let's set that sword again. Boom. I'm discarding MST. Yeah, I am. Yeah, discard MST. 100%. Fortunately, I won't be able to do that, but it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. All right. I currently have a light and a fire vanish. I mean, on the board. So we just summon Oceanus first, right? Yeah. Show extra, sir. All right, what we got? June Pride. Seraphim. A-P-A-I, and let's see, 1, 2, 2, 1. What does this one do? I don't care about that. Don't care about that. Okay, I don't care about any of those cards. So we'll go ahead and hit. There's no Black Rose in here either. So we'll go ahead and hit the Crystal Wing, I think. I mean, I could just give it a. Wait, what does this one do? No, I will get a Seraphim. There we go. All right. All right, and now no one playing against, so we play accordingly. This is an FTK deck for the most part, so we will start accordingly. His deck is also bricky because of the Angel engine. Beware, be cautious of a possible spell cancer. They do like to side in and stuff like that as well. Or side in the whole shebang. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I usually like to take these out, but I'm good on that. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that. And we have Perlia. I'm gonna draw face Perlia. Set 1, pass turn. All right. Sounds about right. I'm gonna start off with a normal summon Alistair. To activate said Alistair. We're gonna ash that. That means he actually just bricked. Okay. I'm gonna go activate. Right. Let's go ahead and effect. Banish to add. I'm gonna drop us that. Sure. Absolutely. Now I'm just going through decks in here. Wait, what are you saying? Meeting. You just gonna add one angelic spell trap from your deck to your hand. Fuck no. I'm gonna just ash that. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go facts. Go ahead and add me a Alice. This Alistair. I think here I have to do. Oh, never mind. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Never mind. Which means I'm probably just gonna Little Knight. Little Knight is unfortunately. That's very unfortunate. Oh, oh he did that. He did it a weird way. Yeah. Enjoy that Baguska's nice. Wait, he had a troll. Well, I guess that makes sense. Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, it's your deck, my boy. That's what your deck does, you know? It's crazy because as I was saying, I don't know if y'all were paying attention. I said, well, he's playing this deck with the Angel Engine. Deck's going to brick. Very, very high chance of bricking. And he did just that, so can't be upset. But yeah, that'll end it. That'll end it for the night for me. We'll go ahead and knock out here, fellas. Like I said, I got some adulting to do in the morning. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more streaming now that we're at the end of the season. I have been meaning to get back into it. Especially next season, I'm gonna do the Worlds grind. I promise myself I'm gonna do it this time. Because I want to go to Worlds, bro. And I need to broaden my horizon and give myself a better opportunity to do exactly that. So we're gonna do the Worlds grind, starting here pretty soon once the new season starts. Pretty much consisting of going to regionals damn near every weekend, if not every other weekend. So yeah. With that being said, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm gonna be posting more videos for sure, even if I don't stream again, but we're gonna try to lock in here. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. I'm glad to be back. Definitely glad to be back, bro. We're gonna have a good time. Well, yeah, everybody.